Get over here. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Gore here, and we are live once again, KastKing Live on Tuesday night. And today was the kickoff to the Bass Pro Tour with Major League Fishing. And you know what, guys? I've got a little special treat for you. You know, we were just going to come on tonight and just talk everything MLF today and about some of the things that are going on. I mean, we've got Cliff Crochet, Skeet Reese, James Elam, Brent Chapman, all of them competing this year, and things are pretty interesting this year, and it's going to be exciting. So I was hoping to get with everybody, but we had a couple KastKing anglers have kind of some sick day today. Some cool things happened, went down, and luckily for me, I shot out to them. I was like, "Hey, you guys want to jump on for a quick little session?" And they said yes. So I'm going to be bringing James Elam on here in a minute. Cliff Crochet is supposed to be jumping in. Let me go over here real quick. Let's see here. StreamYard fixed my Instagram feed. That is perfect. Because before, when I first added Instagram to it, it was kind of rocky. I kept getting bleed over from audio, but now it's working good. So we are in good shape. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on James, because James just got off the water, and I know he's hungry and tired. So here we go. James, what's going on, brother?
Hey, AJ. Thanks for having me.
Dude, it's a pleasure to always have you, man. You guys, I mean, you just got back to the Airbnb or rental cabin or whatever you guys are staying in. I know it's on the lake. I saw Josh Bertrand talking about it the other day, right on the lake, and how the water level was high. And then, of course, he's got his Green Mountain Grill out there cooking dinner. And sounds like he's doing the same thing right now for you guys, right?
Yeah, I can hear that Green Mountain out there. It makes a little noise like the roller that rolls in the pellets. But yeah, we got chicken thighs on, so
nice.
It's a nice thing, you know, having an off day. He had an off day today. And I fished, but he was able to, you know, go to the grocery store, and he's going to cook us a nice dinner. So it's really pretty turnkey here. Nice. We got a nice little place to stay, and we're tucked back here in a corner, and it's a nice situation. We're at Toledo Bend, and yeah, other than the mud, they had 8.5 inches of rain before this tournament started, and you can always bet that something like that's going to happen when we schedule a tournament. It's never how it's supposed to be.
No, it's always something.
Every single time. So we've had to deal with that this week. Luckily, I anticipated the lake coming up really a lot more than it has. But it was about 3 or 4 foot low before that rain, and now it's kind of came up to normal, or just a little bit lower than normal, I think. It looks sure like it could be a little bit above normal. There's some stuff in the water, but that's something we've had to deal with this week, and you don't want cold, muddy water a lot of times bass fishing this time of year.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I saw the pictures, and it looks pretty good. But, you know, luckily, now you had a pretty good day today. Like, it seemed like you got onto some fish. I didn't get to. I mean, unfortunately, they're not filming today, not live broadcasts. I guess that starts on the 30th or the 1st.
It'll be, I think, on Group A and B's second day.
Second day.
Tomorrow,
okay.
Not tomorrow. Is that right, Josh?
The first. That'd be the first then. Yeah.
So again, not tomorrow, but the next day after that, it'll start.
I know I was brokenhearted whenever I saw that it wasn't live, but I watched the score tracker here and there, and I saw that. Where did you finish up today? It showed that you were around 4th last time I looked.
Yeah, I think I finished up in 4th. Had a really good day. You know, the first place I went wasn't very good. And it's just so tough out there mentally. Sometimes you find stuff, and then it gets trashed, or, you know, the fish leave or whatever. And luckily, the second place I went, they were really loaded up there, and ended up catching them there. So it was a fun day.
So I got a question, Melissa Justice. Now, granted, without giving out any of your secret weapons, you know, I mean, especially things weren't televised today. And I don't know if you feel comfortable telling how you caught them and didn't catch them or things like that. But what would you recommend for somebody in a high school tournament coming up for Toledo Bend? If you have to speak tactful, I understand. So. Yeah,
well, I think on Toledo Bend, you know, when we get done with this tournament, it's going to be really changing fast. It's changing right now before our eyes, just the way fish are moving around. You know, some of that mud and stained water has rolled into a lot of areas, and it's really changed the fish. I think there are some typical things going on that usually go on this time of year, but it's really hard and really limited to find. I think some guys probably that caught him the best today, like those guys that had almost 100 pounds.
Crazy.
Above
in one
me.
day.
I'm sure that they found your typical offshore, fish, following them around, catching them.
So would you say it's more of a finesse bite without telling what you're doing, or is it more of swinging for the fences? Like,
I definitely had to get a little finessey with them today. It was they you couldn't go catch them on any old thing for sure. I had to downsize and slow down. Those were the two keys. And I would say, I caught him on the Speed Demon in the Mega Jaws Elite spinning rod setup.
Okay.
And I also caught some on a casting rod, the newest Sage rivet. I use that for kind of like a medium heavy-ish rod.
Okay.
And the 9-to-1 gear ratio Mega Jaws Elite.
Nice. Perfect.
So
Now,
the red.
Oh, go ahead.
The red one. Those are my two main rods today. So a little casting, a little spinning. So wasn't totally a spinning rod day for me, anyways.
Yeah. Well, that some people call them fairy wands, but they have their place for sure. I do love my fairy wands quite a bit. So
you better have them.
Gotta have them.
Especially in Arizona.
Yeah. Definitely. Especially like when it gets real cold or real hot. They do come in handy with them fairy wands. Next question for you. The fish that you did catch, did you rely a lot on like forward facing sonar, or was it more I know the old forward facing sonar debate, but was it more traditional, just feel it out, look at your normal graph, or were you really codependent on the like pan optics if it's Garmin, or forward facing sonar, or whatever it is, live scope, depending on what brand?
Yeah, I've got Active Target by the Ram. Okay. It's really good. I would say that I definitely found the fish because of it. And I was able to identify, the area and things about it and know how many fish were there throughout the day today. And those were the keys. I didn't really catch too many, like throwing right on them and that type of deal. But I anticipated that going into today, but that was something that really didn't develop.
Well, what do you think? How do you think in 2 days? What's the weather looking like in 2 days? Like you said, if the weather holds out, what's the prediction in 2 days, and what are you thinking moving forward?
Man, to be honest with you, I haven't even looked at the weather. Bertrand said that it's supposed to start blowing as the week went on, and I don't think where I was catching them is really going to be affected too much unless it like muddies up.
Okay.
Which could happen. There's a lot of mud rolling down the lake and stuff. So you never know what's going to happen with that. Yeah. And they're pulling it through pretty good, letting it out of the dam pretty fast, it seems like. So, yeah, I need to definitely get an eye on the weather and watch the wind. And it can get ugly on Toledo Bend. It's a pretty treacherous lake in a lot of ways, and a lot of timber here. You gotta be really careful. It'll really eat up your time fishing also, because there's so much to look at. The creeks are so big. The main lake's vast. It's humongous, and there's just so much to it, and you have to do a lot of idling to get to places.
Ooh. So do you think that your spot's gonna, you can't predict the future, I know, but do you have a good feeling that your spot that you, I would say, caught the bulk of your fish? Do you have a honey hole picked out? Do you feel things are probably going to hold up for you, or you have a good feeling about it going into, without jinxing? I know athletes can be superstitious in quite a few ways, especially in the fishing and things like that. How are you feeling going into your second day?
I feel pretty decent. You never know what can happen. There's a lot of things that can happen and go wrong. And that's something that we battle all the time. You never know. But it's a lot, what I found today and how I caught him today is just a lot better than if I didn't have it. So I'm thankful to be in that position. We'll just have to go out, and if I can't catch them, in some of the same areas, I'm going to have to wing it and go to some places I didn't go today.
Yeah. So do you have a pretty decent backup plan set up, or like you said, are you
not that good?
Your backup plan is to wing it.
Not that good. No, I hopefully, enough to catch a few, or enough, to make it to the next round.
Is this your backup plan? You're like, do I go here? Do I go there?
Yeah.
going there. So
Well, yeah, whatever's closest, probably.
whatever's closest.
I've got one other place that I didn't go today, and I kind of think it probably wouldn't have been good, but it was really good in practice. Just one really nice cove that had some good grass in it, and there was definitely some fish in there. I just didn't get to go there today.
Did you happen to notice did you see the spot or maybe pass it? Does it look like anybody's gone in that area? It's kind of protected. It hasn't been tainted yet.
I didn't get to go by it. When I pulled in there in practice, I couldn't believe there wasn't anybody in there, and I never saw anybody the next time I went by there in practice. I'm sure somebody's fished it or is fishing it. I could see a situation. It's kind of sneaky to where somebody.
Oh, it's on my part. There it is. Okay.
Yeah. It could be. Maybe it could go on. A little flew under the radar a little bit. So.
All right. Well, I know that you said that you've got dinner going. Josh Bertrand's back there. He's on that Green Mountain Grill, just searing up them chicken thighs. Now before I turn you loose, is there anything special you like about your chicken thighs? Do you have to tell Josh, hey, make mine a certain way, man? Use this seasoning. What's your favorite seasoning on a chicken thigh? Or does Josh cut it down?
I've got favorite seasonings, but on chicken thighs, I don't think I've ever had a seasoning I didn't like. They're that foolproof.
True.
I really like.
They don't dry out very easy.
I really like Tony Satchery's most of the time on anything, even steak.
He's a grill master.
Are we doing Tony Satchery's? Marinated it. Hold on, I got a question for you, AJ, too.
Okay.
One time Bertrand, the last time I think we were at Rayburn, the first time I ever ate chicken thighs, I think he got me hooked on them. He made them with McCormick's Montreal steak.
That's good stuff.
And they were so good, just even on chicken thighs. That was a good seasoning. But I heard you're the grill master, so you tell me what you like.
Well, I don't know all about being a grill master, but I have mastered a griller too. But Tony Satchery's, yes, definitely. Tony Satchery's is right on there. I don't know if you guys, sometimes the bad thing about Tony Satchery's is it can get salty, especially if you use certain injections. Tony Satchery's has a no salt, which is really good if you can find those. So if you're ever going through stores across the country trying to stock up, grab the no salt and the bold. Those are the two that I really rely on. I almost don't use the normal Tony Satchery's anymore at all.
Gotcha.
Bold, more spices with less. Oh, and we're going to get in trouble because we're talking about spices. And I don't know if you've seen Cliff's. He just logged in. He's in the background. I'll bring him on right now. But I'm going to add him to the stage. Cliff, what's up, man? We're talking spices.
Spices.
Yeah, and I know
Cajun spices.
You just got we were talking Cajun spices, and Cliff got himself a new look at right there. Cajun two-step.
That's money, dude.
That's money, dude.
Now, see,
come give me a hat. Put my hat on.
Yeah, you better put a hat on.
I'd be lying.
You look like you fished today.
But yeah, I do use both.
Yeah.
So, but this one right here is really good. It's more sweeter. And then this one right here, the no salt in it, and it's got great spices. So, but Cliff's going to tell me to put that away. So sorry.
So I'm reaching for the right hat. I want to make sure I got the KastKing.
The right hat on. But I'll finish up on one spice before I let you go, James, and I'll talk with Cliff. Let me show you one other spice you've got to have in your wheelhouse for quick shakers.
Cliff, you got to tell me how you caught an 11-pounder today.
I was fishing.
Hey, did you catch them right here?
Yeah, I did.
Right there. Or right here.
Right here on the side.
So it was a treble hook, huh?
Huh?
Was it a treble hook?
Allegedly.
Could
have been a straight shank.
I'm about to go watch Letterkenny right now.
Could have been a straight shank.
Could have been a straight shank. Could have been.
We're going to get into that 11-pounder here in a minute.
Man, that's cool. Congratulations, dude.
Thank you.
Is that the biggest fish you've ever caught?
Biggest fish I ever caught.
Wow. What a cool
biggest fish I ever caught. True story. That's the third fish. I've weighed in 2 other 10-pounders in tournaments. And I ain't won big bass yet. So hopefully this 11-pounder gets me a big bass.
I think you got a pretty good shot.
I don't know. They live here, man.
Yeah.
We got old Brent Chapman in the comment section on Instagram. Anything you want to say to Brent, guys?
Brent? Yeah,
Brent Chapman. I don't know if you heard of that guy.
I know the guy. I heard of him once or twice. He looks like Jacob Landry, if you ask me. But yeah, I like the I just got my cranking rods in. The 7.4 cranking speed demon. That's a pretty good rod.
Yeah. I caught one on today.
Yeah. I'll tell you how I caught my big one if you tell me how to catch more fish.
No
should
deal.
that be something for not on a live broadcast?
Yeah, maybe at the boat ramp. Call me later.
So, but before I turn you loose, James, and I'm going to talk
Yeah.
with Cliff here in a minute because I know you guys are both tired and busy, but right here,
Cavender's.
Cavender's
that.
Greek seasoning, man.
You like
On
on
pork
chicken
chops,
thighs?
on chicken, on potatoes, like fried potatoes and everything
Uh-huh.
else. That right there. And
Hold
I use
on.
more than you would ever think humanly you should, but the
Hold
more
on.
the better.
Okay.
Y'all talking food?
Yeah.
We're talking food. And of course, Cliff, you know I was showing this too.
Yeah. Let me show you how this. That's the best guessing bass fishing right there.
Uh-oh.
That's
You want to
Mr. Ron
introduce
Wagner's
that gentleman to the fans?
Best guest in bass fishing. Best look at this. Best host in bass fishing.
Is that
Oh,
etouffee or jambalaya?
That's spaghetti.
Gumbo
Spaghetti
spaghetti?
sauce with chicken.
What's your address?
With the king. James, you want to eat supper?
King cake? Did you get the baby?
oh man, look
I
at
did get a baby.
You don't need another baby.
that. Look at shenanigans, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, you want to eat supper? James?
Huh? No, Bertrand's cooking some chicken right now. I'm good though. Thank you.
Vanilla ice. Hey, he
Yeah.
can come too.
Yeah, well, maybe not tomorrow, but the next night
All right.
we'll have to make some cuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
But all right, well, I'll leave you guys to it. It's
Right
time
on,
to-
James. Well, James, you had a great day today. Did you, like you said, you finished 4th? Is that where you placed today?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Great spot moving into day 2. Good luck out there. Keep them fairy wands in action, and hopefully maybe you can get on some other big pigs. Maybe Cliff will help you with the big pig secret, and you can help him with the numbers secret.
That's right.
Perfect.
I need to know.
Perfect. Right
All
on, James.
See ya.
Take it easy. Tell
right.
Bertrand much love from AZ, and I'll catch up with you later.
All right, I will. We'll do. Thanks for having me. We'll see you.
Thanks, man.
All right, bye.
All right. Cliff, where'd you go? Cliff. Uh-oh, did Cliff log out? Hold on. Let me see if I can get Cliff back. Yep, he did. Let's see if Cliff jumps back on. If not, we will wrap it up. But while I'm waiting to see if Cliff jumps back on, those guys are out there, tired as can be, trying to. Oh, here he comes. He's back. All right, hold on. Let me bring him in. All right. You ready, Cliff? Here we go. All right, there you are. You just wanted more time to chew?
I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay. I was like, right as I was removing James, all of a sudden you went. I was like, I hope I was ending both. I was like, I barely got him on. So I don't know if you can see what's happening. I'm going to add this to, let me share this screen. I will let the other people know. I don't know if I am going to stream this off of Facebook, and this is Major League Fishing's page. And I'm going to go ahead and let this video play, and I'll let you tell us what you think about it.
All right, here we go. The fish of a lifetime. 11-1, put him on the scale. Back in the water. Released alive. That was emotional. All right,
Emotional, as he says. Now, I tell you what, that is
the fish
right
of a life.
So let me ask you, Cliff. You said that was emotional. Again, that video, courtesy of MLF, I just shared that off their Facebook page. Thank you, MLF, for posting that. Cliff, I'm sure you're glad to see that video. Without screwing up your day and telling your secrets and how you caught it, apparently it was allegedly a treble hook. and a potato with a little bit of Cajun two-step shaking on there, treble hook, Cajun two-step, lure. What was it like, man? What happened? Tell me what. Oh, look at Cliff is so smitten he's froze. There he is.
All right. You got me?
Gotcha.
All right. So what was the question? I missed it. I lost you.
Take us through that 11-pounder.
So it started with a bite. I knew it was a good bite, and I knew it was a good bite, and I laid into it, and I was like, oh, here we go. I knew it was something, and then caught him on a deadbolt sporale. How about that?
Ooh,
and
see, that's what I'm saying.
And so that fish started digging on me. So I hit the spool because I ain't got no drag. So so I hit this. I started thumbing the spool and it took off. And I still had some pressure on me, I was fishing on grass. I said, man, I can't let him go too far to get better me in the grass, So I kind of got on him a little bit. And when I started getting on him, I could see that line. I could see that line coming, like starting to rise. And I said, oh my God. I didn't think it was a bass until I saw that line starting to rise. I knew it was a bass. And then that fish kind of came up and kind of shook his head. And I said, oh my God. Good thing is I got it on GoPro. And that'll be Monday morning hook set for sure.
Yes. I'm looking forward to this Monday morning's hook set.
And it was just strong, such a strong fish. But we weighed it. We got DNA from the fish. Released it. I said that was emotional. Like it was, like it really. You like, I went all back through life. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a fisherman, dude, that's like an emotional moment for real.
Oh man, and in a tournament, a well-needed fish.
Yeah, definitely made up half my week today, but that's fine. I just got to get a few more bites. But an 11-pounder.
11 pounds.
Hey, wow! All you can say is thank God. It's 11-pounder. How cool is that?
I'm with you. Yeah. God bless it, man. Now, answer me this, if you can, without giving up your game plan. Are you going to change up what you're doing in round 2? Are you swinging for the fences? Are you power fishing?
I'm power fishing, and I'm gonna have to change up a little bit.
Not necessarily finesse, or do you feel you need to go to finesse? What do you think your game plan should be without giving up the goods going into day 2 to get you?
No, I'm power fishing, but I'm gonna have to do some finesse fishing just to get bites.
Yeah, there was a lot of guys just stacking that weight with it, but I believe was finesse fishing.
Yeah, it like that second period, the whole field just like stopped catching them. It just slowed down a whole bunch. So, I'm in a good area. I fished another area today, and I fished it wrong. Another angle caught some fish up in there, but now I'm power fishing, but I'll mix it up on Thursday. Try to get more bites.
Nice. Now, Jose says you need to throw that Ned rig. So,
well, I did throw a Nico today, a good bit. Well, a little bit. I'm in a good area, man. I'm in a historical area. They got fish there. I just got to do a better job of getting bit.
I understand. Well, Cliff, we're coming up on that 30-minute mark. I know that cell service has been up and down for us, and I know you got to be tired. And I know you got food sitting in there and a bunch of other people waiting on you. I am very thankful for you guys accepting my invite to come on tonight, last minute. Appreciate it. Super happy for you for that 11-pounder, man. And that is, I've never broke double digits. I hope to someday do it, man. And of course, I'm sure everybody watching is envious of where you're at right now. And hopefully on day 2 for you, you can get into that knockout round. Is there anything you want to say before I let you go and go get some eats?
Yeah, I'm thankful that I was very thankful that I was able to catch that fish. You got some Cajun two-step. That's good stuff. And I would tell you this, because this is a KastKing show, so I got to tell you, biggest fish ever: deadbolt, spirale, and covert fluorocarbon. So it I mean, if it's good enough to catch 11 pounders on Toledo Bend, it's about good enough to go anywhere.
Yeah, and that's an argument some people may have. Be like, wait a minute, a deadbolt, you don't have no drag, and you're using fluorocarbon. What do you do when you catch a 10-pounder plus? You know what I mean? He's going to break your line. Well, Cliff, you proved that. Take your time, thumb it. Them deadbolts and spirales with that fluorocarbon do work.
Yeah, well, and I tell you this, I'm about to start talking. We're about to go past 30 minutes, but and we'll talk more about it. But that was, you fishing grass, you got to rip. That's why I went with the deadbolt. Had I known I'd have caught an 11-pounder, maybe I'd have went with the mega jaw, so I would have had some drag to work with. But now you just got to thumb your spool a little bit, and it's just a good deal when everything works out. The equipment performs the way it should, and you get to fish in a boat, and it's the fish of a lifetime, and it's just all good. Life is good. A lot to be thankful for.
Yeah, it sounds like the equipment worked out just the way it should, and sounds like you didn't make any mistakes, and things just went great. You got that mamma jamma in the boat. Got to get them points up there, man. That's awesome.
Well, Cliff, a few more bites, but we'll be all right.
A few more bites, man. And you know what? I'm right there rooting for you, hoping that you do good. Of course, I'm going to be watching the score tracker tomorrow, for the other KastKing anglers in there. But Cliff, man, I love you. I got you, in my heart, hoping for you. I'd love to see you at the top of that score tracker. Hey, I know Mama's at home wanting that payday, so give her a call. Tell everybody in the KastKing family says hello, and tell her to kiss the kids for us. And go get you some eats, bro.
We'll do. Appreciate it.
Good luck, man. We'll see you later. Good luck on day 2, man.
Thank you.
Take it easy. Cliff Crochet, guys, the Cajun baby right there. I tell you what, that dude is hilarious. He's a class act, a hell of a fisherman. Of course, we're hoping to see him have some good tournaments, and that's the thing with fishing. We've got the best of the best in the field out there competing against each other, and one day they're at the top, the next day they're fighting for them table scraps, and of course, but everybody in that field is the best of the best. Some days it's your day, some days it's not. Like today, Cliff got his personal best bass. He's a feeling top of the world, but he's got to get to the top of that score tracker. James Elam, he didn't catch no 11-pounder today, but he got onto a lot of fish, and he got up to the score tracker. So is that 11-pounder going to be able to put Cliff into runnings for big hitters? Who know, or heavy hitters? I know that Cliff would love to get into a heavy hitters event, as would anybody competing in the MLF. An 11-pounder definitely should qualify him in there. I don't know if they changed the rules on that, but I'm hoping that 11-pounders got him in to seeing a position in the heavy hitters. So looking forward to seeing what James Elam's going to do on day 2. He's in 4th in score tracker. I know that that Cliff is within striking distance of staying in the cut line going into the knockout round. So I'm hoping for great results for both of those gentlemen. And then, of course, we still got Ski and Brent to jump into the field tomorrow. So, guys, make sure you're watching that score tracker tomorrow. And then, of course, keep watching as they go live on the 1st, which will be Thursday, the 1st through the 4th. And they'll actually be broadcasting the events as it goes live. But both Group A and Group B, day 1's not going to be televised. So you just have to check in and watch that score tracker and be watching the social media accounts of your favorite anglers and MLF to see how everybody's playing out. So, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys next week when we go live, and maybe we'll have Brent and Skeet on, or maybe we'll have Cliff, maybe we'll have James, who knows, or maybe it'll just be me and some other guests. We don't know, but it's always fun to watch what's shaking up in the first event of the Major League Fishing Bass Pro Tour. Cliff had a crazy day with that 11-pounder personal best, biggest fish from what I understand in the whole field, and could quite possibly be the biggest fish of the tournament. We hope it is, and we hope he stacks some other big ones on there. James is sitting in a really good position. Josh Bertrand had a little cameo tonight. He's out there cooking dinner. He goes in tomorrow up against our guys of Skeet Reese and Brent Chapman. I love Josh. He's from my from my home state. So Josh is a great dude. So I hope to see him do well as well. But guys, that's going to do it for me. My name is AJ Gore. Make sure you're following us on all of our social media platforms from, excuse me, from TikTok at KastKing USA to, of course, on Instagram, which is streaming right now, KastKing USA and Instagram. We also have a second Instagram page called KastKing Community. Be wary of the scammers. We had a scammer in the chat earlier. I had to kick him out. So you never know, guys, but always keep watching. If you think it might be fake, always ask before you click any link or give them any information. Reach out to us or any of our customer service reps, and we'll let you know. And then, of course, if you're watching right here on Facebook or YouTube, you already know how to follow us. So, guys, make sure you click that subscribe, click that notification button, and when we go live, hopefully I'll be calling your name in a giveaway that's coming up. I know my boy Rashad wants to do some work with us and give some stuff away in conjunction with some KastKing giveaways. And that's going to be brewing and hopefully coming up soon. Guys, I'll talk to you guys next Tuesday, and I'm out. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you soon. I'm going to go ahead and stop the feed on StreamYard and then Instagram. You guys have a great night. We'll see you later.